And of course, then he has the jerks over there. And some of them didn't look like they're, I'm gonna say really that sick. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Yay. So that means we get to. That's a good spot though. Out of all the spots, that's a good spot. So, I don't think I talk about foods as much as I did in 9:30 class and the morning class. So one of the things that we've been trying to pay attention to is activating our movie part. Or that's probably why you're feeling it, right? Our thighs are pretty strong, but we flex our glutes. I'll see sometimes I'm a little squishier than what we would like, right? But it's in this down one, so yelling. So I want to wake up the glutes before we even get busy. I'm going to just be standing at the glutes. So be hip width apart, nice and tall. Tuck your toes, like find your abs. So squeeze both glutes. Just squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, and you can feel the activity, right? I want you to squeeze your right glute and your left glute. So squeeze right, squeeze left, squeeze right, squeeze left, squeeze right. And it might take a little concentration. Believe it or not, some people cannot do this. Right, left, right, left. I had a guy trying to do this the other day and couldn't do it. You can do both. You can do one, you can't do alternate left or right side, left side. You really have to concentrate, keep the hips slightly tucked, abs are in. Right, left, one more, and rest. So we wake them up before we start. So just doing that gets the blood flowing and gets your brain going, use your glutes. So no weights to start with. We did these the other day. I'm going to keep my feet on skis or railroad tracks. I want to kickstand my leg, but I don't want it to float back. So my body weight goes over my back foot and drop. It's kind of a quasi curtsy lunge. Now tuck your tailbone. You should be feeling all kinds of stuff already. So I just want to float down the wall, float down the wall, float down the wall, 2 more. I'm going to switch. Kickstand your left leg. Ready? Drop the hips, drop the hips, drop the hips. And I'm really concentrating on keeping my tush tucked under. Slide the wall. With that body weight over that left ball of your foot. Squeeze your glute, find your quad. 4, 3, 2, and up. Shake out your legs. We do a lot of toe out stuff, and I want to say most classes. I really want to start focusing a little more streamlined and toes forward. So we're definitely working more quad, more glute, versus always inner thigh. We have other fun things to do for inner thighs. So again, feet are on skis or railroad tracks. I want to slide this foot, so this is where I started. I want to slide it back just a few inches. Take your head weight over your spine, tuck your tailbone before you start. You might have a little stretch on that right hip flexor. So we're moving just a few inches. Drop, drop. Think about that back knee. Now squeeze the dickens out of your glutes. Can you feel how strong that leg is now? 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Let's switch. So again, kickstand it, take it back. Now, Take it under. I'm just gonna use the word clench your glutes before you even start. Can you feel your inner thighs? Ready, slide the wall. Slide the wall. And I'm definitely on the ball of my foot. I can't feel my pinky toes at all on the floor. Pull your abs. Just 2 more. And up. I know, it's like, hey. So you can start feeling, I'm gonna say all of this, firing up inside your quad. Your balance muscles. Gonna do it again. So kickstand, go back a little further this time. So I'm gonna say it's a pretty good, decent lunge, right? Now, up, body stretch. I want you to slide down, slide down, slide down, slide down, and zip it up. Slide, 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 zip. Slide, zip. Slide, zip. Slide, clench glutes, zip. Slide, zip. One more. And let's switch. So, tuck your tailbone, find the stretch first. The stretch will go away as we progress, but right now I want that to really stretch. Ready, slide down. Slide, zip. Slide, zip. Slide, zip. Fast switch. At the top, squeeze that left glute. Squeeze it hard. Squeeze hard. Slide, zip one more. And up. On your left leg, could you feel all of this, right? And just waking it up, making it work better. All right, so let's start with 8 numbers. Stack them on the shoulders. Feet are on skis. Think about your inner thighs. As soon as you squeeze your inner thighs, can you feel how your feet roll to the inside edge versus either middle or out? So if I relax, I feel more on the outside. I squeeze my thighs and it puts everything straight. So we're gonna stick our butt out, squeeze it in. Stick our butt out, squeeze it in. Stick it out. Stick it out. Y'all are twins over there. Even though we're sticking our tush out, can you feel like you're tucking your tailbone? Find your abs. Can you feel your back now? The more things you squeeze, the more active we are. Go on. And rest. That's our warm up. She just lost her desk. I don't think she's there, is she? Yeah. Is she? We never got out. So from here to here should be like awake. And even though we've not focused on inner thighs, you should be able to say, oh, we're awake. Grab your chest in, everyone, put it at your chest. That's as far up as we're going. You're just gonna leave it right here. Tuck your tailbone. I just want to do toe taps first to start off with. This is kind of a balance thing. So tuck your tailbone, find your abs. We're just going to tap the right toe, left toe, right toe, and it keeps your head way back because you want to hit your chin. So you have better posture. Can you feel your abs first of all? Can you bring your knee up slightly? Just lift that whole leg forward. Keep your tush tucked under. Find your core balance. We're not hungry. Can you bring it higher? Try not to lose your posture. That's all right. Nice. One more each. Have to wait. Just for a minute. Giving this the pack all the time will make it stronger. We're gonna do 1 8 count. Just gonna put on that one side. Step tall. All the way goes to my left. I want you to think about your heel on the right foot. I want you to kick it out. So I don't want it bent. Leg has to stay straight. Hey, Kim, do me a favor. Push your feet together. Toe in. Now lift. So only big toes touch the floor. There you go. Can you feel all this? There's rotation in your hip. I'm just gonna tap the floor. Tap, tap, tap. Can you feel your hips like all up in here? I know it's a balancing. Now go to a hamstring curl out here. Up, down, up, up. Find your abs, tuck your tailbone. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And rest. You should be able to feel on the outside of your hips. Other side. So again, if we do pigeon toe with the left, slide out, nice and tall, tuck, tap your toe, tap, tap. And I'm trying not to really put weight on it, I'm trying to stay over that right leg. So, tap, tap, tap. And lift. Lift. It's a different sensation when you lift versus tap. And rest. And it's not a big movement, but man, I can feel like around my hip joints, right? Shake them out.
I really felt that from yesterday and now feel burning
Right.
right in here.
So one of the things that I like about Alyssa's HIIT class is that she's using fast twitch muscle fibers, that pulling the ball concept. So when you're doing it, if you think hit versus pull, it changes the muscle, right? So that's why we do taps, because it's a different sensation from tapping down to lifting up. Because you get different, same muscles, different activity, you might say it that way. All right, so let's go back to the 15 at your chest. Leg raises to the back should not be high. It should only be a few inches. So, on your rotarex, tuck your tailbone. You're going to stick your right leg back. So, if you straighten your leg and tap that toe on the back, tuck your tailbone. Can you feel your right glute? So, just tap your toe. Tap, tap, tap. Can you really feel that little portion of your glute in the back? Leave the leg back there. Ready? Kick your butt. Kick, drop. So you have a big stretch on that quad. I just realized it didn't lift, not kick to it. Pull your navel. Pull your navel in. 2 more. 1 more. And rest. I did lifts and not kicks on its own. I saw you kick. Yeah, totally. But yeah, I don't mind you all stretching with your glutes out because you might need to. Here we go again. I'll try to remember what I was doing. So again, tuck your tailbone before you start. Slide your leg back. Think about your inner thighs squeezing together. Pull your navel, ready to tap your toe. Tap, tap. And that leg's nice and straight and your tailbone's tucked. You're only going to get a few inches. Because you can feel your lower back working. Push your right big toe into the floor. Keep your breath. Up. And lean that leg way back. Woo. Find balance. Two more. Stay strong, stay strong. And put the weight down. Woo. Lower back, glutes, hamstrings, inner thighs. 4. Right? We're not moving fast today. Right? We're doing all slow twitch muscle fibers. Versus yesterday, we did some fast twitch with the ups, with the ball and everything. So I'm trying to complement your class a little bit by doing the exact opposite. All right, so we've worked all the way around and your glutes and your abs. So now we're starting round 2. I want to do regular lunges, but we're going to go half, half, up, up. So we'll take 2 counts to go up and down. Your choice if you want to use 1 weight at your chest or 2 lighter weights at your side. Start wherever you like. So when you're standing straight up, see where your hands are, right next to your thighs, or you're in alignment with your pelvis. That's where we want them when we slide that right leg back. As we lower, they stay there. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up. Tuck your tailbone, find your abs. Up, up, down, down. Just 1 more. Squeeze everything. Gather your feet. Down. You're like, I want to go faster. Slide back. And again, sometimes I slide back to see where my hands are. And then I fix my torso. Tuck your tailbone first. Ready to drop. Down, down, up, up. So try not to look at the floor, because it drops your chin. Down, down, up, up, down. Squeeze your inner thighs to make you help. 2 more. Last one. And rest. Can you feel more front back than normal? Less inner thigh, but because you're trying to glute are yeah, definitely working more front and back than inner and outer. Like I said, when we do all of these, it's more inner thigh and glutes working. You know, quads, but it's not the main focus. Just because of personal experience right now, in my environment, this action goes away quickly, more than we like to admit. So that's one really good reason we're working on it. Grab your big weights again, 8 pounds. Forward tracks, inner thighs. You can already feel your glutes, tuck your tailbone. You're just going to slide down to your knees, flat back. Flat back, I'm just sliding my legs. and come right back up. And again. How strong can make your body feel? Tighten your inner thighs, even though they're not the primary movers, they're still healthy. Squeeze your glutes on the way up. Find your lower back. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. We're going to go lower in your 3 pulses. So here's your lower, here's your first pulse, your second, now come right back up. Again. Down, keep everything super tight, get your thighs, pull up. Again. Real slow pulse, come up. We have one more of these lovelies. Down, down, all the way up and rest. Glutes, lower back, inner thighs. Right? And you're like, yeah, we got the other thigh concept. Shake out your legs for just a minute. No weights on this one. Start with railroad tracks concept, right foot. I want you to go on the balance beam and then slightly over. My feet are here. I'm split weight. You have to squeeze your inner thighs. Right? So my knees are tracking with my feet. Lower. Feel your inner thighs. Pulse. Drop. 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 So the more you squeeze, the more centered you are. Drop forward. Abs, tuck your tailbone. 4, 3, 2, up.
I did too, but I thought that was because of my knees, so I'm like.
So the more you squeeze it, like inner thighs, yeah. I'm putting you all in places that you're not balanced in on purpose. Because it's making all kinds of stuff go, I need help. And they're like, no, I don't want to help. Here we go again, nice and tall. Left leg. Balance me, slightly over. Now, as soon as I think about this, so you notice that that's a little winky looking, because I haven't squeezed my inner thigh. As soon as I pull in, that whole leg pushes that direction. And pulse. So I think about sliding the wall, and I am like cinching, clenching, whatever the word you need, those inner thighs together. Down hold. 8, 7. Squeeze hard. Squeeze hard. And up. Okay.
It sounded like the plastic gear.
But you were more balanced. I didn't see that. Woo-hoo!
No, I didn't read that.
I just want to do like 2 on the other side because I need you to be able to go, oh, I can do this. Find yourself. Push this leg into your other one. Clinch. Head right back, chest is lifted. 2 pulses down. And up. So it's not that you can't do it, it's just making the right things talk to each other. Go ahead and grab a drink. So even though the focus is not inner thigh, it is inner thigh. How about that? So let's go to the floor. So you should feel like you can have like lower body weight. Now we all have choices, right? I'm going to start with battle weights for pullovers. So you get your body set, press your lower back down, tuck your tailbone. I want your feet close to your glutes right now. Hinge the floor with your shoulder blades. They really don't need to go anywhere. As you drop your arms towards the floor and come up. Even without weights, can you find your abs? Bring your arms up, hold. I want you to drop your knees towards the side, so hold your feet together. Now press your lower back down. Pull over. Concentrate on not letting your back off the floor whatsoever. So right below your shoulder blade area, that's usually the spot that wants to pop up. And now we're going to grab your weight. So we're going to start with our knees up, and then we'll drop the knees to the side. Whoa. It's amazing how light this weight feels. Alright, feels close to your knees to start with. Press your lower back down, press the weight up, above the head level, not over your face. Ready? Drop. Concentrate on your whole back, pushing into the floor. Does this feel hard already? Now drop your knees to the side. Push your back down. Did you feel the change? One more. Up rest. So when I took your legs from you, basically, when your feet are pushing together, you're going to feel more glute and inner thigh, but your quads and hamstrings can't help whatsoever on those pullovers. And you can feel your abs fire up. All right, so we're going to stay in this frog position. Weight up, back down, pull over. Do your people. Can you find the pit of your belly now? Exhale up. Can you keep everything down to pick up your left foot? Switch feet. And I'm only picking it up a few inches. This is your last one. And rest. Could you feel the extra work by picking up a foot? We're going to straighten the legs on this next pullover. So straighten the legs. Pressure back down into the floor. So you can already feel like you're tucking your tailbone under. Heels together, toes are out. Got the shoulder blades ready, pull over. Make sure your toes are turned out. And pick up your right foot just an inch or two off the floor. Pressure back into the floor. Oh my gosh, can you feel that? Switch legs. That weight just goes up and down. One more. And hold the rest.
I could really feel that one down low.
Yep. Just try to wake everything up and say, yes, you're working. Straight legs again. This time your toes are touching and your heels are wide. And yes, it's gonna feel kind of weird right now. Tuck your tailbone, press everything on the floor. Press the weight up. Ready? Drop the weight. Forward. Press your lower back down. Keep pushing those toes toward each other. Here it is. Right foot up. And then weight is forward. Up and down. Oh my gosh. Switch legs. Keep pushing your toes in. One more. And rest. Could you feel the difference?
Yeah.
I know everyone's like, okay, we're about done with these, are we?
That's weird, on my right, I could feel the inner thigh, but on the left, I could feel more core, stomach, lower.
It depends on where your weakest muscle is. So I'm happy that you could identify that. Because now you know what you need to work a little harder on. I know you're like, really, thinking why? But no, truly, it helps go, oh, if this is a little weaker, I need to build it up and match the other side. Because actually you'll have a little bit of inner thigh, but you should have more core feeling than anything. All right, straighten those legs. Toes are 12 o'clock. Press your lower back down. Can you press so hard through the bottom of your heels and your heels come off the floor? Perfect. Keep that pullover. Did your pullovers just get harder? Keep your back down. We just have two more. Thank you, Jesus. One more. So.
I can feel that up here.
What's that?
I can feel that at the top of my stomach more.
So,
If you really keep your back down.
so basically all we did today is work technique. But I was wanting you to be able to identify every move, like, oh, I feel this, right? So every time you guys work out, you have to like identify what, that's why I talk about you should feel blah. And if you don't, then we need to adjust or fix something, make it like happen. Because especially like the last one, having that strong legs out and heels up, like, oh, saying, yeah. Right? And honestly, 10-pound pullovers are not really that hard. Shouldn't be that hard at this point in time. Like if I gave you a 20-pound weight, I know, y'all are like, what?
I don't know.
No, I couldn't pick them up.
Maybe not right now,
Yeah.
but at the start, you probably could have, to be honest with you. All right, so on your side.
I'm stuck down.
So right now, my hips are stacked. I want to take that top hip and let it roll back. So I'm definitely on the fleshy part of my glute, but I'm really from my hip. So my toes are back. I'm trying to keep my shoulders forward and stack over my other one so I can feel kind of a stretch and work in my chest right now. So I like holding on to my bicep because I feel like I'm anchored. We're just gonna pick up that top leg. Can you feel your belly? We really haven't done anything except for pick it up. Can you pick it up just a tad bit higher? Now you feel more thigh, right? Turn your toes towards the ceiling. Now you feel quad. Kick it back front, heel. Now you feel more hip, glute area, bring it down, rest. So depending on what we want to work, is why I do either toe lead or heel lead or side of the foot. So again, toes are on a diagonal, trying to keep my chest parallel to the wall. Pull your navel in. I'm gonna tap your heel in the back. Just tap, tap, tap. What do you feel? Can you feel your abs at all? And I'm really pushing. Now lift the leg really high. On a diagonal, now you definitely feel that quad. You should be able to find that pit. Bend your knee. Bend. Kick, give it a moment of rest, not by much, but now you can go a little higher in that hip. Squeeze everything. Push your body into the floor. We have 3 more. And 2, 1 more. We're gonna switch sides before it cramps. So, I don't know about you, but like, I feel like I have a lot of strength down low, but when it comes up here, not so much. And we need this strength to be able to go upstairs, get in down, bounce out of the car, walk. Because if you don't climb a ladder often, those muscles don't get as much work. So again, roll back, toes are on the diagonal, so are your hips, but your upper body is parallel to the wall. Sink your abs in. Can you go back a little more? So can you see how my toes are facing where the wall meets the ceiling? There we go. Now press your body into the floor. You get that top leg just slightly. Put your abs in. Just hanging out for just a minute. Find your lateral quad. Abs are engaged. Touches on the floor. Press your body into the floor. We're not moving fast. We're not looking for fast today. And again, I'm really pushing that top shoulder forward. Finding the balance. Now uphold. Find your quad. Can you go a little higher? Cool. And bend and straighten. Bend, push. Bend, push. Push your body into the floor. Anchor yourself. You notice we did not do one crunch today? One more. And you're like, but we did everything else. And rest.
I heard it get cramped.
But you can feel like everything and you can feel that outer thigh. All right, on back, let's stretch. I'm hooking my left foot because it's closer to you. All right, so when we do this stretch, this is more about getting your knee, hip, and shoulder in alignment than your heel touching your opposite glute. So if you can't, I would much rather have you just thread the needle with your foot and get it in alignment. Once we get there, tuck your tailbone. It should increase that, yeah. So it's not that we have to do all kinds of manipulation, we just have to be in good posture. So once you have that tailbone tucked, relax your left thigh. And you can feel it pull all the way through, yeah? And let's switch legs. Same concept. Stack your shoulder, hip, and knee. Make it go in alignment. And again, if you can't bend that knee and you can just slide it through, I'm cool with that. If you can bring that foot up and have alignment, great. Once we're there, relax your thigh. Now, tuck your tailbone, press your lower back into the floor. Oh my gosh. We don't realize how much we arch our back to fix things. I find doing this stretch better than doing an inner thigh stretch, because I can feel all kinds of stuff. And this is more your medial quad that is stretching into your adductors, your inner thighs. And release. Bring right knee in, left knee in. Give it a little side to side, make your back happy for a minute. Because believe it or not, your core has been firing up. Oh, my goodness. All right. Hands behind your thighs. I'm just holding on to them. Now, press your tailbone towards the floor. Pull your toes down towards your nose. Keep that concept. Hold on to your right leg, that's your left leg. You can either bend your knee first and put your foot on the floor, or you can take it on out. My right knee is bent, not looking for straight. Tap your tailbone and find all the pieces. We're going to bring that left leg back up. Hold on to it. Push your tailbone down first. Right leg folds down. Keep your back from arching. Bring your right leg back up. Straighten your legs. Point your toes. I'm going to hold on to the inside aspect of my knees. You reset basically. Oh my gosh. Or you re out. Can you find your inner thighs? Take them wide. Take your legs wide. There you go. Find your inner thighs. You're supporting yourself by holding your legs. Take a breath. As you exhale, flex your feet. Push energy through the bottom of your heels to the ceiling. Release your feet, bring your knees back in, roll up. I'm going to call it a morning, or early morning at least. I know it's like find the pieces. So, better technique today. That was more my focus than push heavy, even though it might have felt like we were pushing heavy. My inner thighs are far from wrong. Thank you.